I'm going to demonstrate how to add a few more methods into our application component and then wire them into some DOM events. I will open up this new project named 3-events, which is going to be a continuation of our previous part. So I'm going to go into the app.ts and I'm going to add those methods. One is to add a to-do, and the other one is going to be to remove a to-do. We'll define this to-do description property so we don't get this error. Let me define the property. It's just going to be a string property to hold the description that we're going to type in the UI. And then after it's added to the to-dos array, I'm going to clear it up. Okay, that's how the add to-do method looks. And let's add another method called remove to-do, which is used to remove the to-do. So I'm going to get the index of the to-do item to be deleted, which is coming as an argument. We're going to use the index of method, and if that is not -1, that means it has found that to do item in the array, then we can use the splice method to remove that from the given index, and we want to remove one element. Okay, so now that we've defined these two methods, let's see how we can wire them into a DOM event. So the first thing we want to do is I want to create a form. So I am going to create a form, and I don't need to specify any action. I'm going to use the submit event and then use Aurelia's trigger to connect this to our method that we define in app.ts, which is the view model side of the component. And then what we want to do is we want to define a text box where we can enter the description of the task or the to-do item. And then we're going to bind the value property into to-do description. And we need to define a button as well. And that type is going to be submit. And then the value, the label of the button is going to be add to do. Okay, so that defines the form. And now what we're going to do is we are going to add a button right next to the existing to-dos to remove them. So I'm going to define another button, and I am going to give the label remove to do. Then I am going to bind the click property or the wire the click property using Aurelia's click.trigger to the remove to do method, and we want to remove the T, which is what we are enumerating. So we're going to set that as the argument to the remove to do. Now let us save this and we'll run the application. We'll go to the other tab and then we'll do AU run watch. Now we should see the form and a text box with the add to do button, and then we should also see a remove button against each of the existing tasks in the array. It's going to be serving from the same port. So as soon as it bundles and then it's ready to serve, we're going to hit enter on the browser address. Okay, so now we see our existing tasks our existing to do items, and now we're going to add new tasks. And let's click on add to do. Okay, as you can see, it's added. And I'm going to say one more time, and then I'm going to click one of the remove items, so it's removing. So this demonstrates how we can wire DOM events using Aurelia's dot trigger.